Time is 6:53 on this Monday morning, and here's what you need to know before you go. Congressman Pete Stauber introduced a bill that will require all American judges to be natural-born citizens. It's called the Judicial Loyalty Act. Stauber, representing Northeast Minnesota, says it aims to safeguard against potential foreign influence in judicial decisions involving foreign policy, immigration, and national security. The bill says in the case that a judge has dual citizenship, the judge must officially renounce their citizenship by no later than 60 days after this law's enactment. Last week, the MPUC denied CURE's petition to reassess its approval of Elite's acquisition by two private equity firms. The Minnesota-based environmental group filed the petition in December, alleging Minnesota Power representatives failed to disclose information about a proposed data center. The group claims Minnesota Power employees were taking part in discussions about the proposed Hermantown data center before the acquisition, but failed to disclose that during hearings. The commission denied the request last week, saying it has reviewed the entire record and finds that the petition does not raise new issues. You can find CURE's response on our website. New developments in the contract negotiations between Hibbing schools and staff members. Staff at Hibbing Public Schools have filed their intent to strike. As we reported, 115 Hibbing school employees filed unfair labor practice charges against the district 2 weeks ago. Now on Wednesday, union members attended the school board meeting and presented a letter of no confidence to the board. And on Friday, they filed their formal intent to strike notice. Now there's a 10-day cooling off period where the union and school leaders are asked to come back to the mediation table.